quick, man. Yep. I just want to say some stuff. Let's see. Top message. Okay. All right. So in this video, actually going live. Like I said, I got over 2,000 subscribers now, and I told myself when I get over the 2,000 mark, I will start going live. So I'm gonna start going live. I'm trying to see where my peoples are on, so I can know exactly what time to go on live. I mean, all that good stuff. So I'm just kind of testing the waters. But I just wanted to go on live real quick to tell you guys this is the stuff that they don't teach you or tell you about trucking. Now, in the past couple of years, trucking was a hot topic. You know what I'm saying? Trucking was really a hot topic. Everybody was trying to get into trucking. Doctors, lawyers, everybody was trying to get into truckings. Professors, drug dealers, um, anybody was trying to get into trucking in the last few years, man. People that were left the military, you know what I'm saying? All that. Anybody, everybody, and anybody was trying to get in. What's good? I need all that info ready to get my feet wet with this trucking. All right, I'm gonna tell you something real quick. And if I don't know if you subscribe to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. I got a lot of videos, but this is what I'm gonna teach you, what they don't tell you about trucking. Um, so what I've learned, I've been in trucking for a year now. And don't get me wrong, the money is fabulous. And yes, I got into trucking when during that pan, you know what I mean? I don't want YouTube to cancel me. So during that time when everybody kind of shut down and everybody got their money from this, from the checks and everybody was buying, I got into trucking. I got into the freight brokerage and I became a truck driver. I made a lot of money. And I'm still kind of making money now. But the stuff that they don't tell you about trucking, that trucking is a very stressful job. What do I mean by that? Um, if you're in a relationship, if you're married, if you have dependents back at home, then it can become very challenging for you. I have always said to myself that trucking is for the young. Now, when I say challenging, challenging does not mean it's nothing that cannot be overcome. Anything that's challenging, you can overcome it. But it's just going to be a lot more little obstacles. And I just want to get to the point where what I mean by that is if you're going to get in trucking with a goal in mind. Don't just get in here just trying to make money and you trying to stunt on whoever pissed you off last year or whoever dumped you, whatever the case may be. Don't get in trucking for that. Trucking is a great stepping stool, but it is challenging. Like right now, is there's ice on the ground, it's freezing cold. I had to shut down. Right, I calling them left to right. Yo, what's good? My hours ain't looking too good, man. I see you got me doing this and doing that. What's up? No, no, you good. This in the morning. Just go there. What time can I get there in the morning? No, 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 no. I get there. Guess what? The load not even ready, bro. The load's not even ready. So now I got to take a 34 hours basically when you run out your whole 7 hour clock, right? Your total clock on your trucking. Every day you get to drive for 10 hours, up to 70 hours. It's like working a 60-hour shift a week, you know what I mean, at your job. So my clock ran out. So now I got to shut down at a truck stop in a major city in the East Coast and wait. But trucking is challenging. If you want to get into trucking, I advise you to get into trucking with the right mindset. You want to have a slow gratification. The world we live in right now, everything is instant gratification. I'm making $2,000 a week. Let me buy me a Cuban link. Let me buy me the chain. Let me buy this. Let me buy the car I always wanted. You know what I mean? Forget the Nissan. I'm gonna get the Audi. Forget the Audi. I'm gonna go get the AMG. Forget the AMG. I'm gonna go get the big boy truck, dually, F-250, whatever. Slow down, grasshopper. Slow down, because we got to start looking at the extra money that we're making prior to what we were doing before we got into trucking as an extra capital to invest. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you right now, I was told the same thing when I got into trucking. You're gonna make a lot of money. You're gonna spend a lot of money. Your first year is not gonna be your best year. Now, can you be the exception to the rules? Yes, if you listen to me. Your first year is not going to be the best year. I'm not saying that your first year you're not going to make a lot of money. If you have to go through a trucking company to get your license, then yes, they're going to, yeah, you got to put that money. And I'm going to tell you how to do it. And exactly, Derek. And you got to put that money into good use. You know, what I mean, before I got in trucking, I had bought two properties. I bought a duplex and a house. I sold my duplex, and I kept the house, right? And then we started the freight brokerage. Then we got into trucking. And one thing that I wish I would have done differently than I did last year. You know, what I mean, last year, yeah, I hanged out. We were getting invited to designer stores. I'm like literally the designer stores down there in Miami and all that calling me up. Hey, we got a thing going on, private session. Come through. I'm going. I'm taking my wife here, there, boop, 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 boop. But it's all fall on me because money management. If you don't have a strong money management persona, then if you are with someone, hopefully they're supporting you 100%, and then they can help you with that. That's where the challenging part comes in, because you do get sick, you get homesick, you know what I'm saying? But as long as you have a purpose and the reason why you're getting into trucking, you should be good your first year. And then that first year, the money that you're making, the extra $1,000, extra $2,000, extra $3,000 a week, right? Your bills are paid off of one paycheck. I'm talking about your rent, your mortgage, your car note, your phone bill, all your bills to combine can be paid off of one paycheck being a company driver. Company driver. One paycheck. So that leaves you with three more paychecks, right? And those three more paychecks, let's say it's $2,000 a week. Those three more paychecks would be $6,000 extra. Instead of you saying, "Whoa, I saved up $6,000 this month." Remember, you still, if you're 1099, you still got to pay your taxes. Some of us are W-2. I went from 1099 to W-2. But instead of saying, "Yo, I got $6,000, I'm gonna go blow it over here. I'm gonna go down to the club. We're gonna get VIP. I'm gonna call all my homeboys up, woo, woo, or I'm gonna take my wife to that trip that you know what I mean?" Invest that money. Your money got to make money before you can spend your money. If your money is not making money, then you're not doing it right. What does that mean? I have to work to make money. So the extra money that I am making, I have to figure out a tool or an alley where I can put that money into something that's gonna make money. Putting your money in the bank is not making money, bro. It's 0.0001. Yes, American Express Bank might have a system where it's 3 point something interest rate, whatever. But putting your money in real estate, putting your money, learning about stocks, putting your money in a business that you always want to do, putting your money on a life term, right? The extra money that you're getting, you're dumping it over here, you're dumping it over here, you're dumping it over here, and having a slow gratification, not instant gratification, having a slow gratification mindset to be like, in 5 years from now, this is where I project myself to be at. In 10 years from now, this is where I project myself to be at. Not in 5 months from now, I'm gonna be down there in Cancun. Nah. Oh, in 3 months from now, me and the boys, we going to Dominican Republic. Nah. Oh, in 2 more weeks, I'm gonna take my home time. We going to Colombia for a whole month. No, that's not the goal, bro. Before you can spend your money has to make its own money. And that's what I'm learning right now in trucking. You need to take this extra capital and invest it into something that's gonna make you money back. Why you like right now? I got a 34-hour reset. Instead of me going on Instagram and this, that, and the third, I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna learn more about credit. And I'm not gonna lie to you. The year of me getting in trucking, I learned so much about credit that I was able to get one credit card, $20,000 max, and my second credit card, Chase credit card, up to $16,000. In 1 year of me taking my time, right? Analyzing my time and what I do every day, I learned about credit. I was able to get a $20,000 credit card, right? Well, actually, I had the credit card. The credit card was like $4,000. I boosted up to $16,000 in 1 year because I learned the lingo, and I was able to get a Chase credit card for $16,000. There's 30 some thousand dollars on credit cards. Now, if I would have did the right thing and saved my money up right now, I could have been looking for a construction loan and building a fourplex or eightplex and not be doing my 34-hour reset in another city. So we all have choices, you know what I mean? And that's one thing they don't teach you about trucking. You're gonna make a lot of money, make a lot of mistakes. but your losses are just a lesson. It's never too late to restart, revamp, and always listen. Don't ever be that guy or woman that you're behind the wheel, you're driving, and someone's trying to teach you what they learned throughout the years or throughout their time of trucking. And be like, nah, old school. Nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm straight. I know. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. Nah, you don't know until it's actually in your hand. You don't know what you can do. Someone could tell you right now, hey, I'll give you $1 million. I'll give you $1 million to do this, and you're gonna say no. But if I pull out $1 million and show you, I bet your mind gonna change. So that's what we got to do. We got to change our mindset. We got to get in trucking with a purpose. It's a challenging job. We're driving through mountains, snow. I don't know if you guys see what's going on in Ohio with the chemical spills. We're driving through that. I don't know if you guys seen the I-80 was shut down at one point in time because it got snowed in. Like I was just talking to my homeboy, man. He was driving on, where was he at? Where was it, on top of my head? I forgot where he was up in the northern part, right by Michigan, all that stuff. As he was driving, he seen 10 semi trucks on the highway now, 10 semi trucks either on the side of the road or in the ditch. Not because they were taking their 10-hour break. Nah, because they slipped off. It's a dangerous job. So what are you doing this for? Every job's dangerous. You can work at McDonald's and get a third-degree burn from the greaser. I know, I understand. But what are your purpose? Why do you want to get into trucking? Why do you want to make the money that you want to make? You know what I mean? And it all start with having a slow gratification mindset. Um, and that's what I'm learning. We cannot all this instant gratification, bro. You know how fast 5 years goes from here? You know how fast 5 years gonna come up? You know how fast? It's already been a year. This time last year, I just started trucking. It's already been a year. Yep. Last month I got my CDL license and I got into a truck company in February. It's already been a year. So that's the stuff that they don't teach you about. You gotta have slow gratification, gotta have patience. You're gonna get flicked off. Drivers are gonna flick you off, be mad, be upset. You might want to jump out the truck and whoop they, you know what I'm saying? But you can't. You're a professional. You're a professional driver. You're gonna hear all the time at Pilot. Welcome, professional driver. It reminds you every day you gotta be a professional driver. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. The first year was it was challenging, but rewarding. You know what I mean? I started my YouTube channel a long time ago, and then I revamped it into a trucking page. And from where I was at, I was like at 64 subscribers, and now I'm over 2,000 subscribers. All because a goal and a mindset, and trucking really helped me have a different mindset in life. And yeah, man, it's gonna go by like that. Your first year is gonna go by. You're gonna have people upset with you, mad at you, from the highway, from your family members, because you're not spending enough time, blah blah squaze. But everything I have worked and done, trucking has been number one. This was like the number one career that I have did that I actually enjoy. I don't have to worry about a manager looking over my shoulders. I don't have to worry about a manager lying on me. I don't have to worry about employees lying on me. And this is all stuff that I've been through. I had a manager said that I hated working for a female. What? All because I questioned her. She wanted me to sweep up a parking lot. Let me see if I can show you this parking lot where I'm at, right? Let me see. You see this parking lot? She wanted me to imagine this is a parking lot. You're at work. She wants you to grab a broom and sweep all the dust all the way over there. And when I questioned her and I said, "Hey, you really want me to get a broom and sweep all that stuff over there when I could just grab the heavy duty forklift operator thing that I was driving and sweep everything?" She said yes. And because I said that, I questioned her, and she told her the uppers that I didn't want to work for a woman. So I went through a lot doing a 9 to 5. Trucking was the only job where I was less stressful at the workforce. Now there is other stress, leaving my wife's home, when I could be laying up next to her and spending time with her and this and that, and got the dogs, got my family be calling me up, asking me questions. You get homesick, you feel like you're not doing enough, but at the end of the day, what's your goal? How long do you expect to be on the road? Once you can figure that out, write a plan every day, keep an agenda. Like, let me see, hold up, get you one of these bad boys. You know, I haven't this. It's a blank page. I rip it out. I put it in here. I put it in my little glove department. But get you one of these bad boys. Write down your goals. Write down what you did today. Write down what did you achieve today. You know what I mean? Keep a digital or paper memory log. Now you can do it on your phone. You can go on your notes on your phone. Like I got pages and pages of notes on my phone where I just write and I just write. Because I found it a lot easier for me to manifest it up here, write it down here, and take action. You know what I'm saying? So you want to do that, have a purpose and a goal, the reason why you're down here. Why are you willing to, instead of being home in a nice comfy sleep number mattress that costs over $7,000? Don't ask me how I know the price, but anyways, instead of a comfy sleep number mattress and be next to your wife and have the dogs hot breath all over your face, you know what I'm saying? I'm here. I'm here in the cold. You know what I mean? Let me step outside and show you guys. It's kind of sunny. I'm on the East Coast. I'm on the East Coast. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. I'm out here with these guys. You know, this is where I'm at. Why? Why am I out here? You know what I mean? Why am I doing this? You know what I mean? What's the purpose? And that's stuff that you're going to ask yourself every day. And then if you can answer those questions, then that will give you the motivation and then encouragement to keep on going, to keep on striving to your goals. So the days that you feel doubt, the days you feel like giving up, the days that you feel like you want to throw in the towel and become a local driver, you can go back to your memories, what you jot down on your phone, and you remember, I'm doing this so I can be financial free. I'm doing this so I can purchase my first property. I'm doing this so I can help my mom, my father, my family, my wife. I'm doing this. What are you doing this for? You know what I mean? What are you doing this? And then once you learn what you're doing this for, how long do you plan on doing this? Now, life is life. Stuff happens. But when you plan on something and you focus on something, it's very hard to deviate from what you focus on. You know what I'm saying? So we all know that life is hard, stuff happens, but that shouldn't take you off course. So you got to understand why you're coming out here, because your first year is going to be very challenging. It's going to be very challenging. You're going to have to adapt to driving for 10, 11 hours. You're going to have to adapt to maybe a language barrier. You're going to have to adapt to time zones. You're going to have to adapt to different weather conditions and terrain. You know what I mean? I live in the flat land. We're below sea level, right? And when I drove to New York and California, this and that, mountains, this, that, I'm like, what the heck? And I'm in a semi truck. You know what I'm saying? I remember I was in Denver and I didn't use my Jake brake on time, and I was going down Donna's Pass, or it was the Rocky Mountains, one of those mountains, I don't know. But I was going down. I didn't use my Jake brake at the time, and I don't know if you guys remember that Hispanic guy that crashed into those ladies, or the family that killed, that died, and he got a life sentence, and it ended up changing his sentence to 10 years, right? Um, I was going down that mountain, and I didn't use the Jake brake at the time on time. And as I was going down that mountain, I was picking up speed, picking up speed, picking up speed. I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop. The air pressure on my brakes were going out. I could smell the burnt rubber on my brake pads. And if my partner didn't wake up in time and say, "Yo, chill, stop hitting the brakes, do this, do that," and if I didn't curve to the side of the mountain on time, I would have hit that garden rail and we would have been down that mountain. That's how serious that is. When I said I literally got off the road, right? And I'm just and it finally slowed down. When I got out of the truck, like I ain't gonna lie, I had to take a piss. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I had to use the restroom. I got out of the truck holding on to the side of the door like this. My knees were shaking. My knees were shaking. My feet feel like jello. I couldn't stand up. That's how scared I was. I was this close. We were this close for going over that mountain. And then I don't know what would have happened. That was last year. It's a dangerous job. I was in Connecticut February of last year, driving in Connecticut. I had a Nissan spun out right in front of me. Right, it snowed. They're literally putting salt on the highway, and this Nissan's going about 100 miles per hour, and he spun out right in front of me, and it almost like almost hit him on a head-on collision where I had to swerve to the right and then swerve back on, and I missed him by this much. And what did he do? We're in Connecticut now. What he did, he got traction and took off on me again. Them people over there crazy, but it's a very dangerous job, career, but it's worth it. As long as you have a goal, why you're doing this, who you're doing this for, and what's the end goal. Always have an end goal. You know what I'm saying? Always have an end goal. So that's what I'm doing. I'm revamping. Last year was kind of, I had fun. But it did show a lot of flaws in myself and stuff that I could need to fix. And I thought I should share this with you guys. Any guys that's going coming out here to be a truck driver or you getting your license, it's a great time. Don't listen to those people saying, "Oh, there's no money and da da da." Be a company driver. Now, if you don't have the money to buy a truck outright and a trailer, I wouldn't get in the game as an owner operator. Because I'm not paying for $120, 120,000, whatever for a truck. No, I'm not doing that. That's stupid. I'm not doing that when the rates are only like $1 or $2 a mile. No. So I wouldn't do that. But if you have half a million dollars where you can buy a truck, buy a trailer, and you have enough money to cover your gas and your maintenance for the first 30, 40, 60 days, then go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. I'm not saying you need a $500,000, but I'm saying if you have enough money to buy you a truck, any truck you want, get you a trailer, do what you got to do, and go ahead. But this is a great time to be a company driver. Learn the ropes, learn the routes. You have to go over the road. That's one thing they don't tell you too is that these local jobs are only paying like 18, 17, $19 an hour. Some are 20, depending what state you live in, but they're not paying. And then they know if you're fresh from CDL school with zero experience, you're getting the bottom of the barrel type of pay. You know what I'm saying? So you have to get that experience over the road. You have to put in a year, 2 years, 3 years over the road. Because one, it helps out with the insurance premium. Two, it helps you learn how to use your clock, learns about different routes, learn about the time zone, learn how to drive in any weather, and stuff like that. Learn how to drive in traffic and stuff. You know what I mean? You become more seasoning when you're over the road. So if you're getting your license, just remember that you have to hit over the road. Go over the road, enjoy it. Take your time, figure out why you're doing it for, and enjoy the view. All right. Don't make it so stressful. Don't make it so. Don't make it seem as bad as what it really is. Because today's a beautiful day. I'm not even gonna lie. Even though I would love to be home, but today's a beautiful day. I don't know if you guys can see this because I've been looking at this billboard since I got here. Let me see if I can zoom in. This big old cockroach. Was good. Okay. Uh, can y'all see that? That big old cockroach right there. I keep looking at the cockroach and I'm like, God damn, that's a big cockroach. Damn, that cockroach big as that. For real, that's a big old cockroach. But anyways, I'm about to go ahead and walk inside. I've been up since like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I thought I was gonna have a nice ride to Indiana, but apparently not. So I'll be here for the weekend, and I hopefully we'll have a good week, a great week, and I can head home. But what are you doing this for? Um, there's other things you can do like a list. Probably when I go on live next time, I'll talk about the list. It's called ABC. It's really A, B, B plus, then C. And basically, you got to write a couple things down on the paperwork. And thank you, thank you. What's it? Do you have a? What's that? Bucket? I don't know. I don't know. Like I don't know what you mean by that. Shit. Oh nah, bro. Hey, listen. Okay, I know who you're talking about. Nah, man. Listen, I'm not. That's another that I want to talk about, man. We're not the same, bro. Like, let me show you something. We're not the same. When you hear truckers like, "Oh, I got me a 5 gallon." I'm just messing. Nah, but I understand, man. But I wanna touch on that. 'Cause I was talking to one of my trucker friend, right? And I don't understand, bro. I've been trucking for over a year. Not one time I ever took a dump in a side of a truck. One reason was because I was team driving. You feel me? Now I'm solo. I still don't feel like I need to take a dump. I'm at a truck stop. I'll go to a truck stop. I'll go to a warehouse, wherever I gotta go to use a restroom. I don't have to take a dump inside the truck. But when you have truckers, like there's some truckers that are messy, and I'm gonna show you something. Hold up. Don't get me wrong. Like I have like when it comes to peeing, I'll pee in the bottle. I literally will pee in the bottle just to save time. You know what I mean? I could pee in the bottle. It's just peeing, right? But I'm not taking a dump. Well, what they do is they'll go to Home Depot and they'll buy like a 5 gallon bucket, right? And then you buy your 5 gallon bucket and you want to go. The reason why they get 5 gallon buckets because when you sit down on it, you know what I'm saying? When you sit down, it ain't gonna bend, buckle, and you ain't gonna tip over. If you got diarrhea, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna tip over that they come right back. You know what I'm saying? So the 5 pound bucket is strong. You put a bag over it, you do what you do, and you throwing it out. I have literally seen. I remember one time. This when I stopped peeing on the side of the road. I'm not gonna lie. I used to pee on the side of the road because I'm like rush, 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 and I was team driving. So it was kind of my partner would be sleeping in the back, and I'm like, F it. I'm just gonna pull over to the side of the road, put on my hazard. I'm gonna jump out. I'm gonna take a piss, and then I'm gonna call it a day, right? So one day we're driving. Trucking is my backup option. I have almost started trucking class for a few times. Well, you need to just go ahead and get your license. Just get your license, and then if you're still kind of, what I mean, on the fence if you should go on the road or not, at least you have your license. Your license is gonna start with time, right? So you can still get your trucking license, have your CDL license, or your Class A license, and work at a regular job, right? And by the time you do jump in the trucking game, you already have a couple years on your license. Now, yes, they are gonna check to verify your work history and have blah 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 blah. But a lot of companies don't do that. So just get your license. And if you feel like I don't want to, what I mean, go trucking, you can still work locally. What I mean, you can work around your house, you can whatever, what I mean, or you can get you a hot shot, so you have the option. You know what I mean? Like I have major endorsements. I have hazmat. I have doubles and triple trailers. I have tanker on my license. I got all that last year. I don't use one. But when I'm ready to use it, I got it. You know what I'm saying? So if opportunity presents itself like a hazmat job, I got hazmat. If a double and triple opportunity presents itself and the money is right, I got it. Does it cost a lot to get those doors? Nah, not really. Depend on your state. So like my state down south, I think I paid $6, $12 to take the test. You take it at the DMV. Now that the hazmat endorsement, you have to pay for your fingerprints and all that stuff because they have to send it to the TSA and they have to make sure that do a background check and all that good stuff, and then they'll let you know if you got approved or not, right? But the doubles and trips and all that is basically like $6. Now if you fail it the first time, then you have to pay again. So I one time I paid $12, whatever. But it's not expensive. Everywhere is different, but I do recommend. There's an app called CDL Prep. The letters CDL Prep, like prep school, PREP, right? Prep, whatever. CDL Prep. It's an app. You can download the app, and it has all the test questions for every one of the endorsements. I literally sat in the truck and just go over the test back to back to back to back, and I remember the answers. And those exact answers and question on that app was the same questions at the DMV. I passed all my endorsement by using that app and just by scrolling, just learning, just like memorizing the answers. and went to the DMV. I passed it, got my endorsement back to back to back to back to back. So if you do get your CDL license, that's another thing they don't tell you. Get all your endorsements because you never know when you'll need it. Even get your TWIC card. You know what I mean? Reason why I haven't got my TWIC card, I have that and do it from time to time. CDL prep. Yeah, keep doing it. The more you do it, it's like muscle memory. Like you literally be on the app answering the questions. You'll read part of the question, you already know the answer. Boom, 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 boom. So that CDL prep is literally, it helps you get your CDL permit. It'll help you get your endorsement. Like literally, you don't even have to be behind the wheel or nothing like that. All you gotta do is just study, study, study that CDL prep. Take those practice tests and practice exams, and do over and over and over and over again. Then go to the DMV, get your permit. Before you get your permit, you got to get a medical card. I don't know if anybody told you guys that, but you have to go get a medical card. You can go online on Google and type in DOT, medical doctors in my area, and you'll be able to see it. You get your medical card, and then you can take your permit. Now there is a way to, you don't have to take your medical card to get your permit, and here's the way. This is what you can do. Now there's an option. They're going to ask you a question. Are you going interstate, or are you working inside? Are you working for the federal? If you say that you're only working within your state, or if you're working for a federal company, right? You don't have to have you don't have to have your medical card. Only if you're working cross state lines, right? So if you tell them, "Hey, I'm working for, the option is this. I'm working for a federal company, or I'm working within my state. I'm not going out my state." Then you don't need a medical card to take your CDL permit test. Now, when you do take your CDL permit test and you pass the test, you can always come back, right? You can go get your medical card. When you go get your medical card, you could come back to take one of your endorsements, your doubles and trips, or your tanker, right? You can't really take your hazmat with a permit. You got to have the hard license to take your hazmat. But you can come back to take one of these endorsements, and then what you want to do is you want to tell them to fix that. Like, hey, last time I said I was working for the federal government, but I'm not going that route anymore. I'm going interstate. Here's my medical card though. And they go like, "Oh, okay," and they'll just change it. Simple as that. That's how I did it. Because when I first got there, I didn't have my medical card. No one told me that I needed a medical card to take the permit test. But the lady was like, if you work in state or for the federal company, then you don't need your medical card to take the permit. And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I work for a federal company then." And she's like, "Exactly." And she circled it. I took my test. I passed it. I went and got my medical card. It was like 100 some bucks. All varies wherever you go. And then when I came back to take my tanker endorsement test, I just changed to interstate, right, or across state lines. But back to the bucket, right? So I don't use the bucket. I think it's nah. I shower every day. They call me bougie. There's some guys that use what they call this. I don't know if you guys ever seen this. There's another stuff that you need to learn. You see it? It's called cold showers. I still haven't opened it. I shower every. I don't know if you guys see my. Let me see. I got my bag. I shower every morning. I don't care. I need a shower. Now there has been time where I had to shut down at the shipper, because I was gonna run out of time, this and that. Very rarely, but I don't even use. This is what they use. It's called cold showers. It's little packets. Let me open it up for you guys. 'Cause I have look. This is my first time opening this junk, and I had this for months. I don't use this junk. Let me see. Open it up for you guys if I can. Ugh, God, damn, what's going on? Ah, all right, this is embarrassing. Hold up, y'all. Ah, oh, God. Sheesh. No wonder I haven't opened this thing up. But anyways, so this is like a little towelette. You pull one of these things out, and it's for your face and bodies. A portion of proceeds benefits U.S. veterans. Shout out to my veterans. You don't flush this because it's very toxic. But like one towel in here, you use this to wipe down and all that and all your main parts and this and that. And a lot of truckers use this, not because they are in a situation where um they're out in the mountains somewhere in Montana or whatever, and there's no available restrooms or whatnot because they're just lazy. No, they're like, this is like, for me, is my last option. They sell them at every truck stop. You can probably get it at Walmart. You can order on Amazon, but it's called cold showers. And damn, who the heck is that? My bad, y'all. I thought I seen one of my trucking company people, but they're called cold showers. And there's truckers that take dumps in their trucks. They have trash all over the place. There's roaches running. I don't do all that, man, because at the end of the day, I'm not trying to live here. My house is 1,000 miles from here. I'm not trying to get comfortable. I just do what I need to do. That's why when I got to take a shower, I get up and I walk out. Morning fan, keep the grind up. So appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. So I got fed. But what I was gonna say, yeah, I don't have time for all that because at the end of the day, when I wake up, my job is not so I can feel comfortable. My job is to I go to I achieve my goals, my dreams, and I get the heck up out of here. When it's time for me to go home, I go home. You feel me? That's how I feel all day. My enjoyment comes when I'm home. So when I'm in this truck, my job is to do whatever they tell me to do. I achieve it. I do it on time. If I can do it early, I do it early just so I can go home. I ain't trying to get comfortable here, man. Like I don't even have no TV, none of that stuff in here, man. For real, man. Them people be nasty, bro. Them people be nasty. I'm talking about they. Oh yeah, going back to what I was saying. So the last time I ever pissed on the side of the road, like I'm not gonna lie, I was team driving. And I'm like, yo, I gotta pee. I've been driving for the last 5 hours. I pull over to the side of the road. When I pull over to the side of the road, there was a truck behind me, but he was kind of pulled over, like going on an off ramp, right? I ain't paying no mind. I go back there. How about this guy taking a dump? I look, I'm like, whoa, no. I was like, no, this guy really taking a dump. I'm like, yo. So I get done doing what I'm doing. And I turn around like this, man. When I went to go bend the corner on my truck, buddy, he got up. He got up, jumped in his truck. He didn't even wash his hands, nothing. Jumped in, he didn't wipe his butt, nothing. Pulled his pants up, crusted and all, got in the truck and took off, man. If that was my partner, oh hell no. Oh hell nah, we bumping. Yeah, I said, I ain't never peeing on the side of the road ever again. So what I do, I buy them big old gallons. I don't want to show you what I use, cause I don't want to. Damn. So you want to buy Let me see. Let me see. I'll show you an example. Like you want to get like something like this. This is not used now. You want to get something like this with a big opening. You know what I'm saying? You want a big depend on the guy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, everybody different. You know what I'm saying? I use the Minute Maid, the big Minute Maid go. That's what I use. You know what I'm saying? But that is right here. I ain't lying to you. Right here. I ain't lying to you. But I don't want to show you. But depending on the person, you want to get something that got a big opening. So there's gonna be times where you driving and the next truck stop mile is not to like 34, 300 miles away. And what you gonna do? Pee on yourself? So, and sometimes like right now it's like 20 some degrees outside. You ain't gonna want to jump outside of it. You know what I mean? So you want to do that. The stuff they don't tell you. There are buckets and whatever you want to do. Um, all that cooking inside your truck, cut that out. I cook at home. You feel me? At the end of the day, you don't want grease smell all over your clothes because you're a professional driver. So there's a lot of stuff um you learn as a being a truck driver. You know what I mean? You want to minimize how much you drink, cut down on sugar. You see, I gained a lot of weight. That's another thing I'm trying to, you know what I mean? I'm trying to get right. So I'm about to hit the gym today. So, but with that being said, I got to slide, y'all. It was great talking to you guys. I'm gonna try to get on live a lot more now. Probably get on live tomorrow. Figure out what we're gonna talk about, man. But like I said, man, if y'all haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Don't be afraid to leave text. On my way to the East Coast, ride by a road sign like that. You got it on my mind. I'm on the East Coast, man. You probably in the same area I'm at. Straight up. You probably in the same area where I'm at. Unless everywhere in the East Coast they got roaches like that. That's a big old roach, man. I'm like, God damn. Every time I'm talking to you, I'm like, God damn, what the hell? That's a big roast. That look like one of the roasts I used to grow up with, man. But yeah, man, I'm on the East Coast right now. I just shut down. I was supposed to head to Indianapolis, and I was kind of hoping I was going there. I got my homeboy; he lives out there in Indianapolis. He actually there right now. I would have been able to shut down, do my 34 over there, and you know what I mean, hang out with him. But I'm on the East Coast, so I probably won't leave here until tomorrow or something like that. I don't know, but I will get with y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday, ain't it? Yeah, probably won't leave till like Sunday night. But anyways, I'll get with y'all tomorrow, man. I appreciate it. I'm gonna try to figure something out, man, where I could go live a lot more. I wish I can go live while I'm driving, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff that they don't teach you about trucking, but all in all, trucking was the best decision I've made. There's a lot of obstacles, challenges, and all that stuff, but it's one of the best decisions I made. And even though I got a year into the game, bet, yeah, download that right now, man. It's very, very helpful. That's how I got my CDL prep. That's how I got all my endorsements. You know what I mean? It's not gonna teach you the rules that you need, or the stuff that you need for the actual school. You know what I mean? The school would teach you all that. But that's how I did all of that. And when it comes to the hazmat, you guys do know you got to go online now, right? So I went online. I ain't gonna lie to you. I went online. I found a school out there in Missouri. Did what I had to do. Woo, do, woo. Went to the DMV and got my hazmat. So it's simple, real simple. But with that, I'm gonna holler at you guys. It's been 41 minutes. I'm gonna slide. I'm gonna try to get me something to eat. I'll probably see y'all tomorrow, man. Really appreciate you tuning in today, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Let's go.